Hi everybody, hello, hello. It's Christy. Tonight I am late, but it is for a good reason. We are going to be working on a folio birthday slash card slash gift card holder tonight. So come on in and say hello when you are here and tell me that you're here and say, well, you know, all the things. Make sure that you do sprinkle me out. If you do like this idea, give me some feedback to see if you guys are interested in stuff like this. I'm trying to tighten up these scissors. I hope that's not my daughter coming home. Sorry, that was so distracting. Okay, so my daughter's birthday is in a day and a half. It's Thursday. So we are going to be working on, I don't know what's going on with those scissors, but we're not going to work with them tonight. We're going to be working on a folio slash gift card holder, and that's what we're doing. So I know a lot of you, I wanted to see what you guys wanted to create, and you said birthday. I just don't do regular birthday though. I have to make it themed and all of that. I'm sure you guys know that by now. So she doesn't watch my lives, but Kaylee, if you are watching this live, please turn it off and do not watch the rest unless your birthday's over. I am giving her a little Ratatouille backpack full of, I'm going to put gift cards and goodies in the backpack. And I'm going to make this folio specifically for her. And we're going to do something really interesting. I had to kind of figure some stuff out today, along with the 100 other errands I had to run, which I have to wait for my husband to get home because we only have one car right now. So, hi, sweet Kimmy. So, if you guys are familiar with Ratatouille, it's one of the Disney Pixar movies, and it's one of Kaylee's favorites. So, tonight we are working on a folio similar to the ones that we did before, and of course I didn't grab them. I'm going to be running in and out of here. Tonight is going to be very willy-nilly. I'm not going to be too professional because I'm just winging this, you guys. I just want you to know. This is the first time I'm ever going to make something like this today. So, I do have some printables of, hi Brooke, some printables of Ratatouille. I did print out some recipe cards that I got online. Okay, this is actually what it came from, this little art piece, but I actually, hi Becky, but I actually kind of made them bigger so they actually look like recipe cards. So we're going to be using that and just some other little pieces. But first I'm going to make my folio part. So you guys can at least watch this part. You guys can decorate it however you want. You're going to watch me decorate it, basically. So, as you guys know, I just picked this because it kind of matches with Remy. Remy is the rat, by the way. So I'm going to go ahead and do very similar to how I made more folios before. However, I'm going to make this one a little bit more tall. So I'm only going to put a small pocket in this. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to actually put your little fold part up. You can do this as high as you want or as low as you want, okay? When I have my, this is just a file folder, in case you guys are wondering. So I'm using a file folder for this. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this up. And I'm not going to put too big of a pocket on. I think that's going to be good. And then I'm going to use my bone folder to kind of make my crease across the ends. Okay. Now you can go back and forth with this if you want. We made these not too long ago. And I'm thinking maybe that's even too... That might be not that great, but you know what? We're going to work with it. We're going to work with it. If we need a different fold, we'll just start over. Hi, sweet Stephanie. Hi, Christy. Okay. So I made just a small flap. That's all I'm going to need because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put pockets and other things in this. And then what we're going to do now is all we did is fold it in half and fold it in half this way. I'm so happy to see you, Christy. I know we keep missing each other. I'm actually on later tonight because I had a million things to do. And we are making a folio birthday card slash gift card holder. That's what we're making this. Because my daughter's 21. And you know how picky girls are. I don't really know what to get her. I do have a couple things though. I am going to try to show you at least one of the things. Because I'm not, obviously the backpack is just going to be full of like goodies or this Folio gift card. But I did get her one gift that I actually had to go kind of hunt down. But I'll show you guys later. All right, so I'm going to kind of fold this in 3 now. And what you want is for your file pieces to kind of match that cutout. So that's what we're doing. I don't know if I did this. If I don't like this, guys, we're starting over. And I'm thinking maybe we will probably start over. I told you guys, I'm willy-nilly tonight. It's not a professional day for Christy. I don't like the way this is folding. Okay, we're going to see. I did this before, but I just think it's just too much. I don't know. Okay. So now it could go like this, and then you have pockets on the inside, and then you would open it back up. So as you would fold it, you're going to put your back sides together. So this is what you're going to glue together. And then you'll have 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm just looking at it. I'm going to do it one more time because I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it, you guys. I have to love it. We did these last, and there is a pretty blue. I'm going to try with the blue. It's a little busy, but we're going to try it. All right. So I'm going to make your flaps, the pockets a little bit bigger, which might be helpful. Okay. So again, I always start in the middle and go across. So we're going to make our flaps a little bit higher this time, just a bit. We don't need a whole lot. And then I'm going to do it to this side, just so you guys can see what we're doing. All right, now we're going to kind of fold it in 3s, and we're going to meet in the middle, closest to the middle as you can. So bring this fold up a little bit. And then I would just kind of start at the middle and work your way up. This, because it's like a thicker, it's not like cardstock or like regular paper, it may need a little convincing. This is when I use the back side of my scissors and I push it down. And that usually does the trick. Like I said, you may need to flatten it out and then do this part. So that looks much better. And then we're going to do the same thing to this side. It's okay if it's not exact, as long as it's going to hold whatever you're putting in it. And sometimes it makes its own crease, and that's okay too. Just flow with it. Hi, Sam. How are you? Are you feeling better too? All right. So now what we're going to do is glue this side together. Now, because I want to work on this tonight, I'm not going to glue this side because I want to go ahead and decorate this in front of you guys, because that's what we're here to do. But just so you know, you would, after you fold all that, you're going to glue your back ends together. You don't even have to glue them together. What you could do is you could put a little twine on this and kind of put a cute little bow and have that look like a present. Maybe we'll try that. I don't know. I have no plan for tonight. We're just doing it. All right. I do have a little bit of a plan to decorate it though. So let me show you what I have. I have this ephemera that I got for Ratatouille because she loves Ratatouille. And we're going to stamp and make it birthday theme. But I was trying to figure out, because most of you, if you have never seen the movie, Remy is a cook and he helps. Oh my gosh, I can't forget. I forgot what's his name? I can't remember his name. Alexa's not here to help me. Okay, hold on. Hey Siri, what is the cook's name in Ratatouille?
The name of the rat chef in Ratatouille is Remy. This is from sportssystems.com.
Of course, she tells me Remy. Hey, Siri, what is the name of the human cook in Ratatouille?
The name of the human cook in Ratatouille.
Linguini. How did I miss that? It's linguini. Okay. It's linguini. That's who it is. All right. Get that one out of here. All right. So I got this image offline and I printed it off at like half a page. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, if you have seen the movie, you know that Remy hides in his hair under his chef's hat, just like this. Okay. So what we are going to do is we're going to decorate this folio. I'm going to decorate it for her birthday. But I'm going to make it so when you pull, the hat will come out and it'll show Remy. That is what we're doing. So what you are going to need, and I can try to get these printables if you guys really want them. I'm going to go ahead and, let's see. That's about good. This was too big. So, you love that movie, Mom? I didn't know that. This was too big. So I'm going to go ahead and put something here. So I'm going to go ahead and, sorry about the dogs. I'm going to put a little bit of washi tape right here, which I have right here. So we're going to just use that. You can use any type of tape that you want. I just want that to hold together so it can hold my pocket. Now, obviously you wouldn't cut that part, you would leave it together, but I cut it because I wanted to cut my little edges off. And you'll see why here in a moment. Well, in a few minutes anyway. Okay, so we kind of want that to fold like a card. We're not going to see this part. That was like a thing. Hi, Amy. Hello, Amy. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my corners that I cut. And I'm going to kind of put them like this. Because I eventually want to have this kind of stick out a little bit. Which I may have to use my heavy duty glue. Now, if this isn't straight to you, like it's not for me, I'm just going to cut a little bit of this off. I had to cut that straight, guys. It would drive me crazy. All right. So now we have like almost like a card opening, and then these little two notches in the middle. That's important. All right, the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take a little pencil, pen, marker, whatever you have. I'm just gonna use a light colored pencil. And I'm gonna take like a ruler, because I don't have that around either. I told you it's willy-nilly tonight. I have my little strips. So I'm gonna make a little notch on top of Remy's head, just about 2 inches. And I'll show you what that notch is gonna be if you can't see it. So I'm gonna do a little one of these, and like maybe a 1/4 inch over one of these. Okay. I put a little too green on them, but that's okay. Use a pencil if you want. I am gonna now take my X-Acto knife or blade, whatever you have. Make sure nothing's on the end of this. And in fact, I'm gonna put my healing mat down for this, where I do this part. And if I get hurt, you guys, be continued to tomorrow. I'm just gonna go over those little notches. About the same length down. And then essentially we're going to make a little long hole, if you will. And then we're gonna pop that out. Oh boy, nobody do quality assurance for me tonight. It's not working. That's okay. So now I'm gonna show you what we have. Hi, Coda baby. I see you. I see you down there. Okay. So this is what we have. Now, what we are going to do, I'm going to go ahead and take this white piece and kind of fold it in. We can do a little bit on the pattern piece. It doesn't really matter. Just have it somewhat straight. Now, I did not measure this, and it's probably going to pop off, but that's okay. So this is essentially going to be the top, the front of it. Let me go ahead and get rid of my, this is showing, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this up a little bit. We don't even need a piece that big, to be honest. And then just a little bit here. All right. So this is what we have. We now took that piece of paper, we cut it to where there's a little bit of a notch at the top and on the sides. You could even do this if you want, but it's not really going to go anywhere, and I'll show you why in a minute. Now, this piece right here, we can go ahead, and I'll probably fix this later, but we can go ahead and attach to our card. And I am just going to use my regular glue, how I like it, my Scotch. And I'm going to do this flat instead of trying to work with and mess with my flaps. So I'm just going to do it flat. And it's okay if it sticks out a little bit. I kind of like that. All right, so now we're going to glue all of this. You could use whatever glue you want. I'm just using my handy dandy Scotch glue that never fails me. And this part is a little bigger. You can make them a little bit smaller if you want. I'm just trying to make it bigger, so this is like the star of the show. Hello, Kim. Hello, hello. All right. Now we're gonna lay this down. Obviously, you want to make sure it's lined up with your fold. You don't want it too over because then it'll look weird. And then that's that. You could even put a trim or something in there. Where's my scraps? I started a scrap bin, y'all. No, I wasn't ready completely. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of put this in here because I put my glue all the way over. It does hang out a bit. But I'm going to use my scraps just to kind of get rid of that. Hello, Kathleen. How are you? All right. So now we have this going on, okay? This is okay. This is what we need it to do. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut out my little chef's hat. So this is what is going to go on top. And in case you're wondering, I got these all off of Google. I think this was like a sticker, and I just turned it into a printable. I just downloaded the photo. It's cute so far. Well, thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kimmy. Kimmy, was your event this weekend? I missed you live today, and I'm so mad. I have to go back and watch a replay. I don't know when I'm going to have time. Okay, so while I'm cutting this out, because I know this is pretty boring, I'm going to tell you something not so boring. So my daughter is out today celebrating her birthday with some of her friends, and my wild child, she went skydiving today and got a tattoo. It's my wild girl. I love her to pieces. I'm very brave. I'm very proud of her though. She's been talking about skydiving forever. Will these become kits? I don't know, Kathleen. If it turns out okay, I can make it a kit. I can virtually turn anything into a kit. You guys just let me know. It is quite a bit of work, but yes, I was very proud of her. She was nervous at first, but she's been talking about skydiving forever. And this is actually her second tattoo. I only have one. So this will be her second. All right. Yay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's what we wanted. Okay, so if you guys know yet, you'll know in a minute. You can kind of see his hair behind here, but it's okay. It's just a card. It's just a card. All right, I'm going to use one of my recipes, and I'm hoping it fits in here, and it should. Yes, it does. Okay, yay. All right, so I'm just using my recipe card. You can use a piece of paper. You could use anything you want. I am going to put a little tab on it, and when I say tab, I'll show you what I mean. You can make tabs all kinds of ways. You can just kind of double fold a piece of washi tape. You could use a piece of fabric or a piece of ribbon. Let's see. I think the blue is gonna work. I have this that I got at a thrift store a long time ago. I'm just gonna use this as the tab to kind of pull up. And we want to do it the long ways. Hi Gwen, how are you? I don't know what I was gonna call you. But that's what we're gonna use. And just for now, because we're being willy-nilly today, I'm just gonna staple it because it doesn't matter. It's okay. You'll be okay. You guys, I had a guy yell at me today. And it did not put me in a good mood. And I told him about it. And he was so nice to me by the end of the call, because I called him out on it. I don't usually have trouble. Okay, so that's what we did. I just put like a little tab. That's just so that we can pull it out. Now it's not going to come all the way out, but we have more of these recipe cards to write things on or whatever. I'm probably going to attach the gift card on here, like a recipe for a treat, a recipe for a good time with the girls, a recipe for a good movie, and just attach the cards on there. My doctor don't need all my money I would never do that. I'll stay grounded. I know, I don't know if I will ever do that myself. Trust me, I know. All right, so what we are gonna do is we are essentially going to stick this in here, and I wanna go ahead and glue my ends in here now. Well, I'm gonna wait to the end, but I'm gonna go ahead and set it up now, because what we are gonna do is, I don't think I made this big enough. We're gonna put a little bit of tape on our inside of our little notch here, and then we're going to put it on the back of the hat. So as you pull this up, the hat will come up and it'll show Remy. That's basically what we're doing. Hi, Jessica. All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and do these now, because I feel like we're learning together. I've never done, I saw something like this and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do it on my own and see what happens. So that's what we're doing. All right, so make sure your little notches are down. All right, and then that's down. So you want to make sure that you're putting the tape on the inside and then tacking it in while it's down. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to use my fine scissors, you guys, because I don't think I made my opening wide enough. So I'm going to bring it over probably another 1/4 inch. And you can do it with a blade if you want, but I've already done this, so like I said, this is my first time coming up with this idea. But it's gonna look so cute when it's all done. All right. There we go. All right, now our double-sided tape. Oh my gosh, Kathleen, you're making me laugh. You're making me laugh. Okay. I'm going to cut it in half because I do not need it this thick. It's not going to fit. And I'll show you what I mean here in a second. All right, so we're essentially hold on. We're gonna do up more because it's gotta raise up all the way. We're winging this, you guys. I told you it's willy-nilly. All right. So you're not gonna read the ratatouille sound, but that's okay. This is what your hole is gonna look like. Okay. Hi, Tanya. You opened your craft box. I'm so glad. I'm so sorry it was so late, my friend. But I hope it was worth it. You are very special. So I wanted to make sure that you got treated special. All right. We're going to lay this baby in here. So now what essentially is happening is we have our tape, and I'm actually going to double layer it. So let me do this. I'm going to take that piece off. So double layers mean I'm going to put a little sliver of that tape on top of the other. And then we're going to make sure our card is all the way down pretty much. And we're going to lay him down. I hope this works. I haven't got it yet. Maybe tomorrow. Oh, you opened the craft box, not my craft box. Okay. Tanya, it should be there tomorrow or the next day. I promise, my friend. It's gonna be like exciting when it comes because I know how bad you waited. Okay. All right. You know what we're gonna do, guys? I don't like the way. We're gonna figure this out because I want this to work. Darn it. Yes. We're gonna cut it all the way up. That's what we're gonna do. Because I want it to raise all the way. All right, hold on. It's just for my daughter. It's not like, I'll probably re-put my tape on here. But now I know what we're doing. All right, we're gonna do it all the way up. I didn't do it high enough. That was the problem. I knew there was a problem somewhere. And this is going to be hidden, so just don't do it totally up to the end because you want it to definitely still be in there. All right, that is bad. That is bad. I'm glad we're practicing tonight. This one ain't going on YouTube. I can guarantee you that. Okay, if I do it, I will do it like on an actual like tabletop view so you guys can see what I'm doing. We're just having fun and learning new things and what you are supposed to do. So this hat is pretty big too. It's pretty long. So where's my double-sided tape now? There it is. This movie is awesome. I know everybody seems to really love this movie. I think it was a really cute twist at the end. I had forgotten what happened. It was on the TV probably about 6 months ago. We watched it. And it's one of my daughter's favorites. And the reason why we're doing this is because, let me get this back into here, guys. I got her a Ratatouille little purse backpack for her birthday. And she's, this is going to like hold gift cards and stuff in it for her. All right. So we're going to try this one more time. Okay, once I know it's in a good place, we're gonna do other things, but when you pull it up, it works! It only took 3 tries, but it works. Okay, are you ready? So here he is with his hat, and you pull it up, and there's Remy. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm sure she will. I'm sure she will. Okay. You guys, I've been doing all kinds of stuff for her birthday. So I don't like the way this little notch is showing, but I'm not even really that worried about it because if anything, you could just pull the hat like that. But it's really like his shadow showing, and then you pull it up. And once I get the hang of this, we'll do a few ATC cards like this. I think would be really cute. But yay! Isn't that cute? All right, whew, we got it. Now, you can put other elements on here, whatever you wanted. So, I am going to go ahead and glue in my sides because I want this to hold stuff. So, I'm gonna, hi Sue! No girl, I am the late one. I had a million things to do, and of course we only have one car, so that never helps. All right. So I wanted to kind of go ahead and glue my ends together so it's one pocket. And I will definitely I'll probably make a template. If you guys do want a template for this, we might make some more. But I'm going to hold this together with my paper clips like I did last week or whatever week that was, because it helps, for me it helps it like stay together. So I can decorate my pockets. Okay. But how cute is that? It's like a little pull tab. Oh my gosh, I love this. You guys, I'm not even kidding. This is so cute. And I'm probably going to put like some fancy something or other on this side. I'm so glad you guys like it. Okay, so I've got some paper in here. It doesn't match too much, but that's okay. I'm going to put a recipe card in here, because that'll fit. And then what I'm going to do is I have some Disney paper because we did go to Disney, and I have some other things to put in here I want to show you. Now I want to go ahead and cut and kind of glue this. I think I'm going to glue this inside of the pocket because then I could always put trim on this side. This is kind of like a wallpaper. It says your only limit is your soul. And then it's like Paris. So let me go ahead and glue this. I'm going to use this glue. But I'm going to show you guys what I have that's special to go in here. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. We're making a birthday gift card. Actually, yeah, we're making a birthday gift card holder folio. And I'm making this for my daughter because her birthday is Thursday. On top of that note, you guys, I didn't realize her birthday was a Thursday until I said it out loud last week, and I was like, ooh. And we wanted to do something, and obviously she's 21, so we're going to have some fun. And we planned on going someplace, so I am doing ATC on Friday. I promise it'll be worth it. We're doing our Cabbage Patch Kids on Friday, and that kit is a little, it's big. It's a lot of details on that one. So I'm guessing Friday I will probably be on about 7, but it might be a little bit longer than normal live. And I have to do it that way, guys. There's no way else around it. I'm so glad you love it. Okay. So essentially what you're gonna have is 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets. So you can definitely do 4 gift cards if you want. I'm just doing 2, but I want to decorate this and make it her birthday card too, because it's almost like a card. Do you know how much money your youngest adopted son's birthdays? Oh my gosh, you have all the birthdays this month, Sue. Oh my goodness. That's okay. If you can't make it, that's gonna be available on replay. It's gonna be fun. And of course I always post to YouTube. Okay, what was I doing? That's right. All right, so I'll show you the special things that I printed out for this. And I just printed it on cardstock. I didn't do special paper. So this is us in front of the Remy ride at Epcot. This was, I want to say 2000 and I want to say it was 2019. This may have been 21. And then this one may have been 2019. I can't tell. But that's us in front of the ride as well. Because it's really dark in there and it's 3D, so there's not many opportunities. And those are her light up ears. That was around the holiday time. So it's really pretty because it's in front. It's like in Paris in Epcot. And it's pretty during the day and it's pretty at night. So one of our daughters is the 29th. Oh my gosh, Sue. So I'm going to include these little cards just as little memories for her in the little slots. So I'll probably put one in here. And she can pick whichever one she wants to like show. And then I'll probably put the other one in here because I just think it's so cute. And it's okay if it hangs out a little bit. I might even paper clip it in. I don't know. I just kind of glued them back together, but you guys can do whatever you want. Is your card opening? No, it's just the way the camera is, Kathleen. I promise it's opening like this, like a regular book. It's just, it looks funny on the live, I'm sure. Okay, so that's what I want to do with that. And then I have some other things that we can do. I have our little Remy with the spoon. So I'm going to cut him out. I think I'm going to put her little happy birthday on here though. Thank you, Kathleen. Yeah, she's really good at the pictures. She's kind of takes after me. I like to have really nice pictures sometimes because I don't get them all the time. That was the one thing I wanted for Mother's Day. When I had everybody here for that Mother's Day weekend, I was like, everybody's going to get dressed and we're going to go. And we're going to take pictures because that's all I wanted. So I'm actually going to cut Remy out and put him on like the folder part at the bottom. And the reason why I picked the little Remy sipping wine is because she is turning 21. So I think we're going to have some champagne or something. I'm not sure what we're doing yet. My goodness, I'm going to cut this a little more fussied out. I usually cut it out smaller and then I just go in my detail, but I kind of want to break up some of that blue, so I'm leaving more of like this background in here. Is that too... That's too big. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do this. I always recommend getting small scissors because you never know what little things you have to cut out, especially for ATC cards. It just makes life a lot easier when you have smaller scissors to cut with. So I'm going to put him here. So I hope you guys are enjoying tonight. I wanted to come live. I didn't want to... I'm so glad, Mom. I didn't want to not show, and I have these things to do anyways. I'm going to show you one other thing that I made for her. But I'm worried she's going to watch. I don't think she will. She never does. She could care less about her mom on live. That's for sure. Okay. So you still have the little pocket here, but Remy's just kind of chilling. I have to watch what places I glue and what places I don't. Okay. I think that's super cute. Look at how cute that is. All right, so this is the part I'm going to play with. And I probably will put Remy down here. But I think I'm going to use this. I'm going to probably cut it. I did bend. I was leaning over for something and I bent this a little bit. But it's not going to matter. Once I put it on there, it's going to be too cute. Okay, how much time we have? Like I'm at a time limit. All right, again, I have my recipe cards. So I'm going to probably put my little gift cards on here. I wish I could take her to Disney again. I gave up my pass for a little while. Yes, I had to. But Robert says next year I can rejoin again. I love homemade things. It's more personal. Yes, and she appreciates that very much. She does a lot of homemade things for me too. They grew up with a lot of homemade things as well because I was a single mom of 3 children. So it was very normal. Okay, so I have some of my stamps. These are the ones I recently got at that thrift store that had like all of them. By the way, I went back a couple times since then. There was none left. Somebody bought them all, which I don't blame them. So I'm going to do a 2 and a 1 for 21. These did come with the dies. I'm not doing the dies though because my die cut machine is way over there. We're just not going to do it. And then these have different sayings in them. And this is also, take note of this, just so you guys know. So a little wish that's fun to make. You're the sweetest. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Now where's the cake? I think I'm going to use that one because it's about eating. Sorry guys, my glasses have been driving me crazy all day. Hello, Straight Jacket Crafting with Jen. Jen, what an honor for you to be here. Look what I made. I just have to show you. So when you pull this up, it's my little craft we made tonight with a little portfolio. It's a birthday card / gift card holder. But when you pull it up, look, Remy's underneath his hat. Isn't that super cute? Handwrite recipe for her favorite dish. Yes. I know, Tanya, I know. I was so excited. I was on the phone with my mom, and I was, my mom and I can just chit chat forever. And I was like, Mom, I gotta call you back. Because I had to stop and film because I didn't want somebody to come and take it all. All right, so I think we're gonna use Happy Birthday, Where's the Cake? So I'm gonna take that one out. They're very small stamps too. And then I'm going to do 21. Let me get my little stamps. I did have them here. There they are. Where'd it go? I just had it. Oh, there it is. They're cling stamps, so they stick to things. All right, so happy birthday. Now, where's the cake? And then I'm going to do the 21 separate. What I like about the cling stamps, oh, this says, look who's turning, oh, that one I'm going to definitely use. That one I'm definitely going to use. Look who's turning 21. Yeah, we're going to use both of those. Because she's excited. It's a fun age to turn. I'm excited for her. All right, so I'm just going to stamp it right on here. I'm going to do it up here, though. And you guys, I don't know where my big stamp pad is, so we're using the little ones tonight. They should work just fine. Ha, perfect. And now we're going to use our bigger cling. These are a little bit bigger. I will say almost every red ink you have will almost always stain your stamp. The girl took okay care of these. I'm not even that careful, and I think mine comes out a little bit better than how she takes care of hers, but that's neither here nor there. All right, I think I'm going to put it right there because I can always cut these out individually. Okay. I will make sure that I take a picture of the final when it's all done. Ooh, it's looking so good so far. And then I do keep baby wipes around, wet wipes, whatever you want to call them. Hi, Sarah. Sarah, I'm making a Ratatouille Folio gift card / gift card holder for my daughter. She's turning 21 on Thursday. And this mama, she's like my baby. So this mama's really not okay. When she texted me her videos today that she took of herself skydiving, I started crying because, you know, my hormones are somewhere to be found around here somewhere. And it was just bittersweet. These numbers are pretty big. Now remember to put them backwards when you're putting them together, because as you can see, that's why I like the clear stamps. You'll see how it shows up this way. I can't believe she's 21. I want to be 21 again. I know, right? Oh, if only. She told me today, she was like, Mom, you got to do this. I said, no, honey, I got a bad heart. I can't do that. And she was like, oh, come on. I said, I'm not 20 like you anymore. Like, I'm just living life through you right now. That's okay. I'm surprised she hasn't called me for a ride yet. Her friends took her out to lunch. She's like getting her at tattoos. She's having a fun time today. I'm like, okay. It's going to make this gift look very small compared to her day. But you know what? I think it'll be fine. I did my job. All right. Moment of truth. As some of you recall, I made her Lilo and Stitch journal last year. She loves that. Oh, it turned out perfect, you guys. Sometimes you get a little extra ink from the inside of your ink pad. But yes, I think yes. No skydiving. No, I understand. Not for me. Not for me. Some people have that kind of, you know, they can do that. It's funny because the whole reason why this started is because her dad and her like wanted to do it when she turned 21. I told you she's been talking about it forever. And of course he chickened out. He's not even in the state, but he of course chickened out. I was like, but he's proud of her, and so am I. We get to see the video. She got the video of it, so we get to watch that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut out little Remy separate, and then I'll cut out these words and die cut these and put them on the back. And then I'll show you what I've been working on, what else I've been working on. Oh my goodness. What is it, a little after 9? I'm not even tired. I'm physically, I don't know. I'm not physically tired, but I'm tired in a way, like in a different way. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what I'm saying. Perfect. All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead before I do my fussy cutting. This is what I mean. I'm going to cut out the larger piece of paper first. And now I can decide how I want to do this. So I could keep it all as one, which I think I'm going to try to do. Because I don't like the white showing. I'm just going to kind of make it look interesting. Because I can add stickers or whatever I want to this later on behind there too. I might add some balloons. I have some balloon stamps. I won't do all of that online, of course. because I don't want to bore you guys, but oh, how cute is this? All right, we're gonna take this. I'm gonna use the paper cutter for this. Take this off a little bit so it's nice and straight. And this is where I want it. I'm just gonna put it right up in there and then glue Remy down here. Actually, I need to cut some of this off. Hold on. I don't like it yet. I can't see all y'all's comments. How is the FB in the comments lately? Are they being nice? I've only could hop onto a few friends' lives today. That's it. Okay, I like that. Let me see where that. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have put the wine with 21, but that's okay. Oh, this is gonna be so stinking adorable. Okay. She's never throwing this away. Labor of love. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue, I'm gonna take this off now, but I'm gonna go ahead and glue this in the upper side. And then I'll probably add stickers and stuff later. And then we'll glue Remy down. So I'm just kind of lining it up with my little crease and with the top. This is so stinking cute. All right, this down is where the glue goes. And if you guys are gluing onto like something that isn't paper, or something that's a little slick, like say for this material, it's a little slicker, be generous with your glue. It just takes a little bit of working with it, but it'll be good. Oh my goodness. Look how stinking adorable. So I'm going to put the 2 gift cards in here. So she'll be able to get those. There's already like a little recipe card in here too. So she'll be able to get those. Oops, I glued this a little bit, didn't I? That's okay. You can paper clip it or do whatever, but let me show you. And then you can even put something on the back. Like I might trim this down and put the Disney park at the back of this. This is actually Disneyland now that I'm looking at it. It's not Cinderella's castle. Disney World has Cinderella's castle and Disneyland, hello Jeanette! And Disneyland is in California and has Sleeping Beauty's castle. There's a difference. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I have schooled you today. All right. I think that's why I might end it like that. But, so this is what we have. So we have the little thing that you pull up, which we're still working on that being perfected, but you pull up on it. Right? Are we going? Yeah, we're going. And then you see Remy. Yep, there he is. See? I love it. I love it. I think it's so cool. I love interactive cards. I think it turns out so cute. What's getting stuck is my little ribbon, but we could easily fix that with a sticker over it so it's not going to get caught up, but you guys get the gist of that. And then I have my little insert here with our picture from the ride right there, and a recipe card, of course. And then it says, look who's turning 21, and where's the cake? Happy birthday, where's the cake? And then in here will be her little gift cards, and there's the little insert of her in front of the ride. So I think this turned out really cute. I'm glad I didn't use that other one. This is so much better with the decorate. I like the extra decorativeness. Decorativeness. Is that a word? It's a word tonight. Okay, so my only suggestion that we're not going to do on live, but you see where I have the paper clips? We're going to glue all this together. What I recommend is using like fabric tack and putting like a couple heavy books on it and let it sit overnight, so that's not going anywhere. So it's nice, and so you only have you don't have to just do the 3. You can definitely make this into more and you just won't have the pockets, but you could definitely do more to it. You can even put like the signatures or whatever on it if you wanted, but I think I can't wait to embellish this some more. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the other thing I've been working on, because this is just a little silly thing that I did because I know she likes her Ratatouille movies. But what her and I have been talking about for the last couple of months is my daughter was a huge fan when she was little of the first generation of Monster High dolls. They're like the Halloween / creepy cool version of Barbies. They have different like spooky names like Draculaura and Frankie and all kinds of stuff. So she loved them as a kid. So she found a few. She ended up getting rid of a lot of her dolls, and now that she is let's see, she's 21. So I'm trying to say when she first started playing with them, I think she was 8, maybe. Yes, a nice gift card. I'll give her like just a few different things that she likes. I think she was like 8. So these came out in like 2011, 2012, right? Yeah, something like that. So, Sarah, do you know what I'm talking about? You have a daughter. Maybe your daughter's too old, too older, or maybe she was too young. Anyway, so she had talked about how she missed her dolls and how she wished she never would have gotten rid of them. Gee, I wonder where she gets that from. Anyway, so she's been talking about it, and we did end up finding like 2 of hers, and she has them in her room or whatever, but she doesn't have like the accessories and stuff like that. She just misses them. So we've been on a hunt. I've been on a hunt for a couple months now to find some of the rare ones. Not really rare, but some of the ones that she had that are now expensive because they're worth money and all of that. So I didn't really get to find anything that particular that stood out, but I did find an older one that was part of her original generation, and I think it's one that she had. So this is what I did. I ended up finding it on Marketplace, and because I am the cool mom that I am, I ended up making this cute little packaging for her. This is better than a stupid box. And then I made her a little tag that says throwback to childhood, because this is her childhood. This is the Abby Abominable. She's like Abominable Snowman, like daughter. She's like the Abominable Snowman's daughter. Basically, that's like all of the Halloween characters, like their daughters and their sons, because there are boys too. And it's supposed to be high school. She's very picky. She does not like any of the new generation. She's like, this is not my generation of Monster High. Anyway, so I made this up for her, and I'm hoping she likes it. Hoping everybody likes that. And then I found pictures of her when she was opening up her Monster High dolls, like at Christmas time. Like, the girl got a lot. These were like different holidays and stuff. So the other part of this gift is I'm making the little Monster High charm for like her gift bag where I'm going to put it all. But the other part of this that you guys did not see is I made her like, I wrote her a letter from the doll. Like, it's hard to explain. So I wrote her a letter that kind of brought her back to childhood, and it's supposed to be like from the dolls. And it says, remember me. It just says, I don't even have it with me. I was working at my desk today. But basically it just says, hey, remember me? We used to play and go on adventures and try on outfits. And then it says, your mom is going to help us try to find more friends. So basically it's kind of a promissory of me like saying, hey, we're going to go see if we can find some of these dolls that you want. And, you know, as long as they're reasonable, try to get your collection up, like for Christmas or a birthday or whatever. So anyway, what do you guys think of that? Do you think I'm crazy? I think it's a really sweet sentiment because the girl, she has a job. She has, everything is provided for her. She can buy anything she wants. It's really hard at this age to get kids, your children, things because they're not children anymore. And I don't mind buying toys. I don't mind buying toys for my children that aren't children anymore. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of that. So those are going to be like her little gifts. And I wanted to come and show you guys what we were doing. So if you guys want me to make a kit for this, please tell me and I'll be happy to work on one for you. So you too can join in on the fun with this. I have to glue this together before it drives me crazy. But I think this turned out super cute, even more cuter than I thought. So I like it. But anyway, I hope you guys will have a wonderful night. As you can see, I'm probably going to be super busy tomorrow. I know it'll be Thursday, but Friday I will be live for our ATC. Friday is going to be Cabbage Patch Kids. I'm super excited, and I'm trying to get better about posting the schedule for the week so you guys know that I'm on, so it's not so last minute. I've just been really caught up in a lot of other stuff lately. So thank you, Kathleen. I appreciate that. I'm glad. I think she'll like it. I think she will. I'm excited to give it to her. So, but I'm going to try to get better with that because I know I've been slacking and life is just lifing right now. So, but I know you guys are super important to me and you're definitely patient. So I love you all and I hope you have a wonderful night and I will see you on Friday.